Welcome back to VTuber and Jennifer News. This is Jerome Houston. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So I wanted to share with you all a transcript of what transpired today between an investor or shareholder, if you will, and with Bob Iger during the Disney shareholders meeting. So the shareholder questioned Bob Iger at the meeting about where he confronted Bob Iger about the LGBT content in family films, okay? Also with where he basically asked him if he's going to be sensitive to the parents. So here's what the shareholder stated. I like to address what I view as the elephant in the room. Over the last few years, Disney has turned from a place of magic to children to an ideological company serving LGBTQIA plus to groom children. Over and over again, we see how your filming are increasingly promoting the woke agenda. How can you explain that you recently produced a LGBTQ plus themed musical? Disney collaborated with Predators to sing with children. Yes, he said Predator. How can you explain to children that dozens of gay pride parades will take place in Disney parks worldwide? Are you surprised that Disney's audience has plummeted, losing subscribers? No wonder Disney stock value lost. Yikes. You really gave it to him. As a Disney shareholder, would it not be beneficial for the company to drop the LGBTQ ideology? And I bet you'll win back the trust of families and the stock market. Thank you. I've been saying this, and a lot of us have been saying this for a while. But let's go ahead and get into Iger's response. Iger said, "Thank you for your question. I know you were talking more about content. You're talking about content. We pride ourselves in being accessible to all people." This is the same thing he said in an interview before when he was on the stage. I forgot for what the name of the meeting itself, but he said, and he said on video, it was recorded. And he also, I'm pretty sure he said in the last Disney shares meeting for the quarter, I think quarter 4, I think. But yeah, he just basically gave him the same answer to a question that's going against his narrative, where he says, "We pride ourselves on being accessible to all people. Our company is celebrating its 100th year this year. We've been telling stories from 100 years aimed at inspiring families all over the years. For generations, the stories we've told have touched people's hearts. They've been infused with the right values. Instilled today is that good triumphs over evil, that tomorrow is always brighter than today. I think those stories have had a positive impact on the world, a world that always loves and needs great stories and great entertainment, particularly in today's world. We recently gotten criticism, as you just expressed, for what some perceive to be an agenda-driven content," which it is. I'm sensitive to that, of course. "Our primary mission needs to be to entertain and have an impact on the world." That's a lie, because of the fact that if it was entertainment, then you wouldn't have any backlash against all the woke content that's been put out there. But I digress. I'm sensitive to that. Our primary mission needs to be to entertain and have impact on the world. I'm serious about that. While I know we're never going to please everyone all the time, that's the same robotic answer that he's given before. And here's the kicker, along with it. We should be sensitive to the fact that parents have different levels of comfort with the content that is delivered to their children. I want children to be able to trust the content that we're creating for their children, and we are committed to delivering age-appropriate content for family audiences while also telling stories that reflect the world around us and also foster greater understanding and acceptance of all people. We are honored to carry forth Walt's legacy. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's going to be pretty interesting with how the mainstream media and the trades will go ahead and sell this and spin it, okay? I guarantee they're going to put a lot of backlash on the investor who asked that question, possibly even bring up Trump or even George DeSantis and everything in this. But the thing is, they're right, because of the fact that there's a lot of families out there or parents out there that's tuned their children out from the content from Disney. And also that's one of the reasons why they lost millions of subscribers, if not thousands of subscribers from Disney Plus. Because as we've seen from shows like some of the Marvel series, such as Falcon and Winter Soldier, possibly even She-Hulk and some of the other shows where a lot of people just lost interest. Even with some of the Lucafilm shows like Kenobi, or even, Book of Boba Fett, the ratings dropped when it came to a particular scene of the show that has a particular ideology that people didn't want. And that's when they actually saw people just tune out. And you know what? It's about time somebody actually asked this question, because of the fact that it's been a long time coming with all the times that I watch shareholder meetings as well as investors calls. And they've got the only person that got some heat from it was Bob Chapek when he was still CEO. But now it's finally good to see an even playing field where there are those who would disagree with the narrative or the status quo that Disney's putting out there. And then, of course, after this question was asked, someone else came up from Michigan from a Fortune 500 company stating that how asking the question as well as coddling to Bob Iger on his initiative of promoting woke content. So let me know your thoughts about this below. What do you think this will mean for the company in the near future? Do you think that there's going to be more investors that's going to ask this question, or do you think they're not even going to be invited for the next meeting? Okay, so let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, provide any additional thoughts to what was shared, what was not shared in this video. And also, if you enjoyed what I shared in this video, go ahead, smash the like button, and also share it far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.